Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin for our charts. So we have had somewhat of a pullback. You could call it a pullback. Obviously, from high to low, we went from 21,000, just over 21,600 down to 20,400. So that is obviously a dollar value big move. However, if we do look at it in the context of the move we've had up, we look at it in the context of the range we've been trading in, it's actually not overly significant. It's just we went from one extreme of the current range to almost to the other, not to the quite low. However, we did come down to this horizontal level of support. However, we do have this large area of support below. So nothing really to worry about here at present, even if we are just to trade sideways here for a few weeks, trade lower, maintain above 19,500 on a closing basis, on a higher time frame candle closing basis. No real issues here, so that is good to see. Obviously, if we close below 19,500, then yeah, we're looking at 18,000, and then potentially back to our recent lows, 16,500 area. But we are not we're not on our way to that at the moment. What we will have to go and look at is the stock market is not looking ideal here. As you can see, it did get above this support resistance, it did get above the trend line, but wasn't able to maintain above it. So it is now coming down. It is below this horizontal level of support here, and then it has got this well, I call it an important level. It kind of does need to hold above this level. It is an important level, I guess. If it does trade into the support level and get supported, then it would be higher lows than the lows we've got down here. But obviously it's not looking ideal, but yeah, like I said, if we do turn back up and take out these highs, then it could start to look good. But we'll have to see how this plays out. The DXY dollar index is still sat around the lows, and the 10-year yield is also starting to make a move to the downside also. So there is that potentially in supporting risk assets. Although at some point, the actual 10-year will start to the 10-year yield will start to rally, as in the yield will start to go down. The bonds will start to rally based on increased recession worries, which then won't potentially be good for risk assets. So at some point, the perverse correlation that we've got at the moment will revert back to its historic inverse correlation. Gold still holding up there. Gold not looking too bad there. Oil there or thereabouts. Not doing all much of anything here since basically we dropped down to here in November last year. We've only realistically been trading sideways between about 70 and 80. There is not much else I want to look at here. It would be a relatively quick video. Ethereum, a Satoshi pairing, still above this support level, and the USD pairing rejected by this resistance, but above this support level, which is very similar levels as you can see in Bitcoin here. So yeah, sideways here is not going to be an issue. Holding above 19.5 is the name of the game, and ultimately breaking to the upside for the bulls. If stock markets do take a more aggressive dive to the downside, then that will certainly have an impact on crypto, impact on Bitcoin. Probably will be enough to take us through this 19.5, and then then we'll have to see what happens after that. But if we do take that out, then we're potentially looking at least 18.5. Holding our breaths at that level, and then if not 16.5, and basically the recent lows again. Stochastics, how are they looking? 4 hour has been downward trending, however looking like it wants to try and bottom out here. 12 hour pointing down now from a high level, got plenty of room to run, so that does indicate potential just trading sideways in this range, and obviously hoping we hold 19.5. Daily, similarly to the buy daily, coming down from a high level. 2-day also getting a bit elevated now. Not going to be too long before that tops out. 3-day though, still looking good. 5-day looking absolutely amazing. Weekly looking really good as well. Bi-weekly looking good, and monthly gonna turn back up if we hold anywhere near around these levels. So I mean, yeah, like I said, sideways in this range. Obviously hope we hold 19.5. If we don't, hope we hold 18.5. Let these these shorter medium time frame stochastics basically reset, and then yeah, see if we can take that next leg up. So that is pretty much it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you fine people soon.